That still developing story happening in Harlem. It was a wild scene with emergency crews first responding to a shooting and then finding a fire. CBS 2's Valerie Castro live now from the scene with the very latest for us. Valerie?
Christine, right now police are still processing the crime scene here on West 131st Street. Residents here tell us this all stemmed from an ongoing argument between neighbors, though they never imagined it would turn violent.
They said my neighbors are dead.
Mary Hall came home Friday afternoon to devastating news, and this scene, her apartment building on West 131st Street in Harlem, surrounded by firefighters, the NYPD, and even the SWAT team. A chaotic scene that had officers first showing up for shots fired.
The responding officers made entry to the location and discovered a 78-year-old male lying on the first floor hallway with a gunshot wound to the head. The officers then heard an unknown male yelling from inside the apartment, 1A, come and get it, while barricading him inside the apartment.
As police called for backup, they noticed smoke coming from the apartment. Officers forced their way in and found a 59-year-old man dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And on the second floor, the body of a 62-year-old woman also shot in the head. All three were neighbors.
Him and his wife were feuding with a guy that lived underneath them. And evidently, it's been going on for years. And evidently, the guy just snapped.
He had issues with that. He said they made too much noise. And they had two cats. She was in her 60s and he was in his 70s. So how much noise did they make?
Mary Hall says the suspect lived across the hallway from her. She never imagined this could happen and says he usually kept to himself.
Strange.
In what way?
Well, he didn't speak. He didn't help. If he saw me coming out of my apartment and he was coming out, he would close his door and go back in until I left the building.
Police say they recovered 2 firearms from the suspect's apartment. They have not officially released the names of the couple that was killed, but neighbors tell us that 78-year-old man was a super for one of the other buildings on this block. They say he was kind and always made sure everyone else was taken care of. Live in Harlem tonight, Valerie Castro, CBS 2 News.